I'm M. Ty Comer, editor of Billboard.com. Thank you for joining us for another live Q&A. And today we are very psyched to have with us the hardest working band in show business, the multi-platinum Nickelback that we have squeezed onto the couch for your enjoyment. So, guys, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks. Now, your fans have been tweeting in questions all week, and we have a ton of great things to ask you. If you haven't had a chance to ask your question yet, you still have a chance to do so. Tweet us at Billboard using hashtag BBNickelback, and who knows, I may just put the guys on the spot with your question. But before we get to that, I want to talk about the new record, Here and Now. It's coming out on November 21st, and a couple of singles have dropped already, Bottoms Up and When We Stand Together, which are doing great in the charts. So why don't you tell us a little bit about putting the record together and what it was like coming off that huge tour that you had for the last album?
I think it was probably like 6 months in the making. I think we were just a little too relaxed when we started, because we were like, we have no idea when this record's going to come out. There's no rush. We'll just take our time. And then all of a sudden they told us, like, guys, if you want to put this record out this year, you literally have to have it done by X date, this amount of time. And we're like, oh, okay, we look over the calendar and it's like, we got a lot of work to do if we're going to try and put this record out, and so we stopped going to hockey games and we stopped pissing around as much as we were and really started pouring on the hard work. And then it got serious for a while there, and we finished her up, got it done by the deadline, and we're all very happy with it.
Mm-hmm. Now, did you go into it completely cold, or did you have an idea of where you wanted to go with this record? Had you written songs while you were on the road, or?
I think there was only like one full song. I think we had like one full song done and one chorus, and other than that, there was just like a ton of guitar riffs and just a ton of little ideas. But we weren't going in, where we had like structures for like 10 or 11 songs. We didn't have
never that organized.
No, we used to be. We used to do that, but just not anymore.
Daniel joined the band. It's been a
what's it been? Procrastination fest.
For myself, it's been a terrible experience. I don't know.
What did I bring?
Disheveled.
So you guys were on the road for almost 2 years with Dark Horse, which must have been an exhausting process of just being out for that long. So when you get off the road, like, are you able to just completely shut it off? Like, do you just go back to your rock and roll lives and just be real people, or like are you constantly thinking about Nickelback and like where you're gonna go after that?
Hit the phone booth right before we get back to our homes and take our capes off.
Cod pieces.
Exactly. It's not that tough, is it? Is it really that tough? I mean,
I think it used to be. I mean, when we get off the road, it's like you really miss the sound of that generator running next to your head in the bus.
You can't sleep when you're not on a tour bus.
The gas fumes used to put me to sleep every night. Like literally, it's you learn how to sleep on a bus really well. You sleep on your side with one kind of knee out, so that when he turns the bus, you don't roll over and fall out of bed. I mean, but you would get used to that kind of thing. But now, I don't know. We're all pretty used to just kind of like slipping right back into that home life, because we've all kind of got a good separation of. I don't even know where to begin. Where do I begin? No, we got a good separation of what we do as a group and what we do at home,
mm-hmm.
and I think that's really important to keeping your sanity as well,
mm-hmm.
and that also keeps it fresh when we do get back together. So it's getting easier, but for a while there, it was just nonstop. There wasn't even time off in between. It was just like you get off the last tour and like, well, we better hop in the studio here pretty quick and get some more stuff, and studio press tour, just over and over again.
We didn't know any better.
No,
we just didn't know any better.
So now that you were able to give yourself a little bit of time between the tour and the album, I mean, did you feel that you were more refreshed, that your ideas came quicker when you actually went back into the studio? Was the transition going from your home life back to the rock life easier this time because you had a break?
Probably. That makes it easier.
I don't think we're really there yet, are we? We're sort of in limbo between the off time and the work time. Yeah. This is kind of the.
You still have a couple weeks till the album comes out, so.
Yeah, I mean, our relaxed time is done. We our last show on the last leg was in I want to say Vegas on the 30th of October. And so we took November, December, January, February off, started putting together some ideas in March, and then April started laying down. I took every guitar riff that I had come up with, no matter how short or, or the length of it or whatever, and just started recording all these different pieces and just put everything on the table, and played it for the guys. We all started going through and picking what we should start developing in terms of ideas, like where, do we like this? Do we hate it? Like, just went down the line and we picked out a bunch of stuff and started moving forward on it. We had some favorite riffs that we knew were probably going to make the record, and away we went.